When you're insulin resistant, that is, you've got metabolic syndrome, pretty much every chemical in the body is not quite right. Some are up, some are down, few are actually at physiologically normal levels. Traditionally, the focus is on the big guns, sugar, insulin, and cholesterol. In this series, we take a look at some of the other players, who they are, what they're up to, and how they're part of the state of insulin resistance. In this video, we feature glycine. Now, glycine is down, which in and of itself is a bit odd. You see, glycine is one of the 20 amino acids that are the building blocks of proteins. Now, when you're insulin resistant, amino acid levels run high, not low. So glycine really is an exception to the rule. So what do we know about glycine? Well, when it comes to amino acids, glycine is the least sophisticated of them all. It's got the prerequisites to be an amino acid. That is, it has a carboxy and amine group, but the R group is nothing fancy. It's a hydrogen. Now, thanks to this simplicity, glycine is easy to make. We have half a dozen different ways that we can make it. And of course, when we eat protein, we eat it. In fact, glycine is considered to be non-essential. This just means, officially at least, you don't have to eat it. That said, when people do the maths, it seems to be quite challenging to make enough of it. So a better description of glycine would be it's conditionally essential. The state of your body chemistry might mean you need to eat a little more to run well. So why is glycine low in someone with metabolic issues? Well, the short answer is, at this stage, no one really knows. There are clearly two possibilities. You're making less or you're needing more. So what do you need it for? Well, glycine is involved in quite a lot of body chemistry. First and foremost, it's structural. 11.5% of the total amino acid content of the body is glycine. So effectively, you're made of glycine. Now, most of that glycine is found in collagen and elastin. Collagen is a protein made up of a triple helix. The individual strands have every third amino acid as a glycine molecule. Now, when it comes to collagen, size matters. It's estimated that the average human needs 630 times more collagen than a rat. And if you're bigger than average, well, you need more than that. And if your collagen is taking a hit because of bad body chemistry, you'll need a little extra glycine to take care of the trouble. Remodeling of collagen is not the only time glycine is involved in fixing things. Glycine is one of the 3 amino acids that make up glutathione, your body's chief antioxidant. Glutathione's claim to fame, it plays a big role in cleaning up. In particular, it mops up reactive oxygen species that are zooting around and up to no good. And when you're insulin resistant, there is no shortage of these, thanks to oxidative stress. But glycine is more than a building block of proteins and a defender against oxidative stress. It's also a messenger. Glycine is able to lock onto special receptors. When it binds, it causes chloride ions to flood into the cells, and this sudden rush of negativity depolarizes the membrane, which typically impedes responses. Glycine-gated channels are located on neurons. Here, it inhibits neuronal activity. They're on immune cells, and here it decreases inflammation. They're also on endothelial cells, where they help to decrease reactive oxygen species production. And on platelets, they end up stabilizing the membranes. And they're on beta cells, which brings us back to the point. If you're insulin resistant, glycine levels are down. Now, these shortages are not life-threatening, but they are probably impacting quality of life. and potentially contribute to the bad body chemistry underpinning insulin resistance. So improving your glycine status will help create better body chemistry. The obvious way to do this is to eat more glycine. There are two ways to achieve this. The first and more natural approach is to eat foods that are collagen rich, bones, skin, and cartilage of animals. This is something that our ancestors did on a regular basis, but it's often absent in modern diets. Plants are not a good source of glycine. The second option would be to include a collagen or glycine supplement in your health regimen. Here are a few of the journal articles I've used to tell the glycine story. Glycine is just one of hundreds of chemicals in the body that are amiss if you're suffering from metabolic syndrome. Subscribe to our channel to learn more about some of the other players in our ups and downs of insulin resistance series. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.